Alright, so here's the situation. It's starting to snow, you're getting your first snow of the season, and you haven't taken your mower off yet. And because you only really switch from your mower to your front attachments maybe once a year, you might not remember the process. So I'm going to show you how to switch quickly from your mower deck to your front hitch for your front snow attachments. So first, you're going to go to each of the 4 gauge wheels on your mower deck, and you're just going to flip that pin. That's going to allow the mower to go all the way to the ground when you lower it. Now, after all 4 of the gauge wheels have been unlocked, we can lower the deck. You're going to move your mower deck height adjustment knob to the disconnect position, and then we're going to lower the deck. So now at this point the mower deck is down as low as it can go, and it's laying on the ground. This is where things can get different depending on your situation. There are a couple different mower deck attachment options for the 1025R. One is the auto connect system, and one is the non-auto connect. Most people probably have the auto connect system, but not everyone does. I don't. And the reason why I didn't get that is because when you're moving between the mower and front attachments, there's just more stuff you have to remove, so I didn't want that. So you're just going to go under the left side of the tractor, reach here to the locking collar on the PTO to unlock it, disconnect the PTO shaft just like that, and then next we're going to raise up this bar back here. That will put the mower deck connection linkages in the disconnected position. Now we just drive off the deck. Now I'm about to get on the tractor and drive it off. Before you do that, you want to put it in 4-wheel drive. There you have it, it's just that easy. And mine's the non-auto connect version. Alright, so now with the mower off of there, we've got our front hitch here. That's a quick hitch. This is called the intermediary hitch. And there's our PTO shaft. That's if you have front PTO driven attachments like the snowblower or the front broom. Now we can't go putting those on there yet. What we need to do is take off these arms that were the lift arms for the mower deck. These are easily removed on each side. There's a pin here and a pin there. We're just going to take those pins out and pull this whole thing out of there. We need it out of the way because of our PTO kit for the front PTO driven attachments. That long PTO shaft comes through here and we need it gone. Doing the same thing over here. Very simple. Now on both sides you're also going to want to remove this piece, but in order to get it off you actually have to have your mower deck lift mechanism in the down position. So we're going to start the tractor and lower it down. Now after you've done that, it's a good idea to take your hardware and put it back in the appropriate spots. That way you don't lose it, and you know what goes where when it comes springtime to put this thing back on. After you got all your hardware and pins reconnected, let's just pull this thing out of the way. You can go store it in a safe spot. Now I realize many of you might not have the front PTO kit, but even if you don't, you're still going to have this intermediary bracket. So let me show you the quick steps to put this PTO shaft on, and then we're going to get this whole thing put on there. Alright, so you're going to take this PTO shaft, and this long end here, with this piece hanging out, this is actually going to go through 2 bearings that are on the intermediary hitch. So we'll just slide that through real quick. You do have to get things aligned right in order for this to go through, but after you've done it a time or two, it's no big deal. we go. So next you want to go ahead and put this under the tractor. Now I have this rod in here. We don't want that in there for installation right now. So what we're going to do here is this intermediary bracket goes up into the frame here. Let me show you the grooves that it has to go into. So on each side you have these. And those slots there are where these pins are going to go. So that's what you're going to be sliding those up into. Now I'm putting that in there, but I didn't slide it in all the way, and that's because we need to connect that PTO shaft in the rear. Let me show you how to do that. So now we are under the tractor. We're just going to take this PTO shaft and we're going to align it properly with the splines on the mid PTO. Once you have the splines aligned, you're just going to push the shaft straight on. The locking collar is going to click, and that's how you know it's locked into place. Now when you have that drive shaft pushed back far enough, this collar will be flush with the end here, like it's not going to be sticking out. That's how you know it's locked into place. Also, you should have heard a click. So now we're back up at the front of the tractor looking at the intermediary hitch, and there is a rod that needs to go through here, and that's what locks it into place. So let's get that. Now to get the holes to line up, you might have to move the intermediary hitch a little bit, maybe pull it forward. It's kind of going to pivot. Now once you get that rod through there, just make sure you got a pin in both sides so it can't come out. Now next you're going to take your front quick hitch. It's going to have this rod in the top, and that rod is going to go into that part of the frame. Now there's two connection points. Obviously we have the rod up there which sat in a groove in the frame. Also you got these spring-loaded clips on both sides. You're going to get those pulled out, move the hitch around a little bit, and they will snap into their spot just like that. Now it's locked in. Now our last step is we're going to hook up the hydraulic hoses. Now you're going to take your hoses and route them through any hose hanger brackets you have here. Then once you get them to this side, we're just going to match up the colors with each of the appropriate ports. Now just to finish the job, you're going to take all your dust caps and just put them together. So after getting those hydraulic hoses connected, we're at the point where we can test it out and hook up any attachments. So we're just going to use the hydraulic controls to check all the functions. Down, up, right, left. Alright, now with the front quick hitch installed, we can hook up any of our front attachments. Let me show you how easy that is. After you have your front attachment on there, you're just going to take your locking pins, turn them, wiggle your front attachment, and they will pop into place, just like that. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like it, leave me a comment, let me know if it helped. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button. And would you look at that, we're just in time for the snow. Perfect. Today's video was dedicated to my friend Glenn. I went to his house a day ago and helped him with the same process. Hope this helps you guys too. Stay warm out there.